I don't think there's any excuses for it now. Like you say, it's year 6 of the rebuild. Every year there's always a missing piece of the jigsaw. Every player that they asked for in the summer they got, every single one. They added Eze. They've got. You look at the squad. If they lose a player, they've got somebody to come in and replace him who's decent. And the performance against Wolves wasn't good enough. And at the end of the day, they got the 3 points. That's fine, but the low block seems to be a problem for them. And if teams can go there and start doing that, it's going to be the draws that cost them again. You're going to be the draws, and it's all right saying we've got to give Gyökeres time. You're in a title race. You don't get time, because if you draw that game, everything's on him saying, why has he not scored them goals? Everyone was saying he's going to get hat-trick and 2 and 3 against Wolves. He's got to deliver. Erling Haaland came into the league and was not given time. You know what I mean? You have to hit the ground running, and he won the league. This guy was the goal-scoring machine. He was rated this, he was rated that. The only person on this panel that told you that what about his style of play was me. And I told you exactly what he's done. And nobody in that chat can say that I didn't say that. And I told you how he would play and how he's going to do it. They've got to adapt to him. I get that. But there was no way he was just going to come in the Premier League and start. He was never that guy. But he's spending a lot of time wrestling with centre-backs. The Wolves centre-halves loved playing against him at weekend. They loved it because he wasn't hard to play against. They were pushing him off the ball. They were keeping him away from the goal. And Arsenal, you've got to give them credit. I always say you have them games in a title run where your team's off and you think, right, okay, we're off today. But the problem is they've been off the last 3 or 4 games, if you think about it. You know what I mean? They've been off the last 3 or 4 games, so there's a little pattern emerging here. And Manchester City are right on the necks now in the position where they did not want that to happen. They've got Manchester City PTSD. They know what can happen. Are we the same Man City team? No. Have we got momentum at the minute? Yeah. Are we looking all right? Yeah. But Arsenal, there's always something. We need to get... they were going on, we need to get Jesus and Odegaard and Thingy back. These were players they didn't rate last season. We don't want them players. We don't want them. Now, all of a sudden, the season depends on them. Now they're thinking, when Havertz comes back, they were slagging him to death last season, Havertz. So it's a very confused bunch over there. You know my relationship with them. They're very, very confused. Not you, Tossing, because I always find that you are quite a level-headed guy, unlike your brother. But, there's 1 or 2 Arsenal fans out there that get it. But there were certain men on certain channels that certain people on this show frequent that had cigars in their mouths and crowns on their head fucking 3 or 4 weeks ago, talking about the best team in the world, the best team in Europe and things like that. So this is what sort of irks me a little bit with it all, because when it all falls flat on the face, it'll be, it wasn't our fault and it was Fingy's fault. And it's like, no, you fans hype it. You hype it up to death. They hype it and hype it and hype it and hype it and hype it, but there's no end product. I hype it, but I'm sliding around on the Etihad pitch at the end of the season with grass stains on my knees, fucking having the time of my life. So I'm entitled to hype it, but I've said it before. Go and win that league, man. There's no excuses this season. If Arsenal don't win this league this season, I don't think they ever will. We're going
to win it. Don't worry about it. We're going to win.
I don't think they ever will. Because
do you think their arse is going to fall out, as you would say?
Yes, I do. I think their arse is going to fall out. If Manchester City can get level on them or even get in front again, it's showtime, because you know what we bring to the table and we'll be bouncing. We'll be bouncing it down the road and putting it. I hope we're stale, same points, and we have a shootout at the Etihad. Because if you come to the Etihad, we'll absolutely fucking murder you there. And I tell you, we'll take it from you there. We'll pull your pants down, we'll tickle your bollock, and we'll send you straight back to London. Yeah, we fuck all, like we do every other season we come up against you in a head-to-head. You know what I mean? You go back and you tell everybody, when you should have done this. What did you win last season?
Last-minute equaliser.
What did you win last season? Fuck all again. But you beat Real Madrid. But we beat Real Madrid. But are we going on about it? No. Have we got DVDs out? No. Have we got merch out? No. We don't give a fuck. We talk about trophies in Manchester. Trophies, Champions Leagues, trebles, 4 in a row. Anything you want to talk about, we deal with it. But all I'm saying is, you're our little brothers, yeah? You know that. We pat you on the head. We send you away. So make sure we're not near you.
Out of curiosity, what's been the recent head-to-head with Arsenal and
City? But this is what I'm saying. You're focusing on the head-to-head. Look at our head-to-head with Liverpool. And
no, but you just said that we're going to come to your ground and you're going to take our trousers down. You're going to do all of these things.
We will do in a head-to-head match.
When's the last time you've done that in the league?
Right. Yeah. But okay then. So for the last 3 years?
When is it?
Hold on a minute. For the last 2 or 3 years, you've done okay. For the last 10 years before that, if you want to go back 10 years, we murdered you.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But the difference is, right? You can talk about beating us at the Emirates. You can talk about getting a draw at the Etihad. But we're talking about the title, something you've not won for 20 years. How old was you last time Arsenal won the league?
This would have been what? Dang.
You can't even remember he was that old. Right?
That's crazy.
Bro can't even remember how old
dang. Man did Kevin Hart. Dang.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, so you could talk about these little battles that you win. This is an Arsenal thing. We beat Real Madrid, but won fuck all. We beat Man City 5-1 and won fuck all. We got to a semi-final of this and won fuck all. The thing is with us, you can beat us every time. You can beat us twice a year for me, because at the end of the season, the only ones lifting the trophy will be us. So I'll take that.
Yeah. So I hear what you're saying, but I still think Arsenal win this league. I still think we do. Would you
be saying that if it was 1-1 at full time?
Sorry?
Would you be saying that if it was 1-1, you don't get that late goal?
I would. I honestly would. I think we're winning it this year. I've seen,
and I like that from you. I like you to back that because I know you genuinely mean that.
Because people are talking about our performances the past Villa, our performances the past couple games, they haven't been great, right? But look at what it's taken to us to get to these performances. Our defense has been completely decimated. This is why I don't think, with all respect, you've got to respect City, right? They've won the titles, they've got the experience. I don't dispute that. At all. But that being said, I'm just looking at the two teams this season. I look at Man City. Teams can get at City. This is a near full strength City. Your defense is still creaky. I would say our defense has been playing a bit like yours, but look at what it's taken for it to get that way. We've lost our two defensive leaders for how many games? We've had to reshuffle this back four. We've got 3 centre backs. I mean, Saliba just came back from injury. Ben White just got injured. Look at what it's taken, and despite that, we're still getting results. So respectfully, I still think Arsenal win this league. You're going to have moments like this.
And respectfully, we've got 2 midfielders playing at fullback, and we've not got the Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri, who's about to come back. So if we all want to start playing around with what we haven't got, then we'll see. But at the minute, we're looking quite good, and we haven't got them.
Not really. I don't think you look good. I think you look basic. You shouldn't have won against Crystal Palace. You shouldn't have won against Leeds, and you shouldn't have won against Fulham. But guess what? You got the result. That's what winners do.
I went to every single one of them games and we should have won. Just don't let the goals fall. We were 5-1 up against Fulham, 5-1 up, coasting. We took the foot off the gas and conceded. At Leeds, we were 2-0 up and we took the foot off the gas, went to 2 and we won. And at Palace, they had a good first half, and the second half, we battered them.
No. But if
Palace was one Jeremy Doku squaring the ball to Haaland away from beating you 2-0 at your place. So you got a bit lucky in that game. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think it was lucky. I think it was just a moment of quality from Eze and Martinelli. I think you guys came and you did what Wolves did. You sat back. If we're the team that you're going to take our trousers down, you're going to do all these things. Why did you have to come to our ground, do what Wolves were doing, and put like 8 men behind the ball? And even that,
because we went and got a point. We got our noses in front and we got a point. We was 1 minute away from losing the game.
Yeah, but
I think you were lucky there.
I don't think we were lucky. We didn't lose the game. I think, and this is what gives me confidence this season. If you look at Arsenal, the only team that can stop Arsenal is City. Respectfully, I'm not scared of City. The only team that can stop Arsenal winning this title is Arsenal. We've got the best squad, whether you like it or not. We're the most geared team ready to do this. All the things we're seeing now is just small kinks that we need to work out. I'm not gonna do the whole, I'm waiting for Havertz. No, I'm not doing that. I just want the team to get better in their attacking rhythm and attacking dynamic. And when that happens, don't worry about us, brother. We'll be there. Come.
If he was better than us, you should be tucking us away nicely at home.
Yeah, we should be, but we didn't. Arteta got it wrong. There's how many games have we done? How many times this season Arsenal have wasted halves because of Arteta's overthinking and his approach? And this is the problem. This is why I say Arsenal are the only team that can stop Arsenal, right? When we played against Liverpool, we were too conservative. When we played against City, we were too conservative because we were afraid of the transition threat. But then when we go to Aston Villa, we play way too open against the team that's gonna that feast on opportunities to play on the transition. So I think this is the manager fundamentally getting our approaches wrong in these matches. So the team can only learn from that as the season goes on. And despite all of that, we're still top of the league. We're still getting results.
He's had 6 years to learn all this. He's had
Yeah,
6 years. He's had more time than any manager to go and win that league. Yeah,
I don't dispute that.
Short. If you lose that league this season, that's 4 seconds in a row. It's never been done. You know, I get slated on here for talking about 4 titles in a row. But I tell you something, we'll be talking about 4 seconds in a row for a long time.
I don't dispute that. I'm not Arteta's biggest fan. For me, he has to win this. If he has to win the title this season to prove he's the guy to take. I personally don't think he's the guy to take the club forward. I think that you can be the guy that can take the club to second and do all of these things, but are you the person that's going to get us over the line? I don't think Arteta's that guy, which is why I've always maintained, bro, you've got to win this league. No more, believing in you before I see it. Nah, seeing is believing now. You need to deliver this league title for me to think you are the guy. And let's not get it twisted. We all know this squad. We all know the Arsenal squad. We all know the player ages. We all know the team relationship, the team chemistry. If we win the title, this is a team that's most likely going to win it again and then win it again. We're primed to do that. We're only going to get better. So, boy.
You think Man City ain't getting better?
I never said they won't get better, but will they be better than this Arsenal team after winning the title?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I look at your team now, and I think you've got a good side, but there's nothing special in that team that stands out to me. I don't look at that Arsenal team and think, wow, they're amazing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You don't need to do that. The only thing missing from this Arsenal team is just that know-how. You guys have that. That's the only advantage I give Man City. You have your team ain't playing great.
You know yourself that your players, some of your players will be in that dressing room looking at that table and thinking that Man City team's a little bit too close, man. We know what happened last time. You know that.
Probably.
You know that.
Probably, but it is what it is. That's we haven't won it yet. So we're gonna think that way. That's what I'm saying. When we win it, things will change. That's the only advantage I give Man City, that you've got this Arsenal team. If they had the bottle, if they had the nerve that comes from being in these situations and winning it, it's a completely different story. That's the only thing that's cost. Let's be honest. City have not been a better City. Yes, you won the title. You've not been a better team than Arsenal. You've not been a better team than Arsenal the past 4 seasons. The only thing that's gotten us, the only thing that's cost us is we bottled it. We bottled it in 22-23. We bottled it in 23-24. That's it. If we had
you're not giving City any credit for winning them leagues because it was all down to you bottling.
No. So good on City for winning it, but let's be honest, in the league, we
didn't have to come from behind and come to the Emirates and win and go and win and 10 games on the bounce and win. So that's easy, is it? It's down to you bottling it.
I never said it's easy. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, let's be honest. If we're looking at team performances, the past couple of seasons, City have not been better than us.
In my eyes, that does not make you better than us, because if you was better than us, you wouldn't have bottled it and you'd have won the league. So we're miles better than you. We had the bollocks to go and see it through. You
haven't been better than us. No, and so that's the thing. You can be better. You can play better performance-wise, but it means nothing if you don't. It means nothing if you don't win titles, which is where you give credit to City. But 23-24 season, are we really going to say Man City were, as a team, played better than Arsenal? You did not. 22-23 season, you did not play better than us. You absolutely didn't. We all know that. We bottled it.
Up until February, I agree with you. You played the best football in the country.
Yeah.
However, I don't believe there's ever a league campaign where the team that wins it doesn't deserve to win it, or the team that came second.
No one's remembering it. Nobody's going to look through the history books and say, because Arsenal should have won it because they played better than City till February. No one cares. You have to show the consistency, and you have to show the mental strength and capacity to get the job done. If you don't do that, you cannot be the better team. It's not possible. And in 2023, we won the treble, and we won 5 trophies that season. We won the treble and the Super Cup and the World Club Cup. So we must be doing something right.
Before I bring in Grizz, right, because he's a big Arsenal supporter when it comes to this title race, so I'm going to ask him what he thinks about that. But Tosin, I want to ask you, if he, simple question as always, if he doesn't win that league, right, because you're saying obviously it's make or break for him, and I'm guessing that Champions League is is the only thing that could bail him out for you. Otherwise, you'd have to change manager to go and try and win it next year. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, I think so. He's got to win. He's got to deliver. He's got to deliver the Premier League this season. That at the bare minimum. If not, I don't think the club will get rid of him. But I think he should be sacked.